And we are back with more Banner Saga. I did a little rearranging. I just put a let in and pulled out Hogan. Uh, let's go. Oh boy, what shall we find this time? A bunch of thugs trying to murder us. At least we got a Varl. Need to stay in the middle. You go over here. Yep. I forgot he's a ranger-ish. Half ranger. Well, at least that we're not dealing with, like, nigh invincible dredge anymore. Let's go, Ivor? Ivor, yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yup. How dare you? Huh? Hey. Where? Oh, he just did a stone wall. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, let murder her. I didn't want to do this. Oh shoot, that's right. She doesn't want to murder people. Oops. I totally forgot that that was her shtick. Don't worry, they're just injured. They're not dead. They're injured. Well, if you're gonna stonewall, I'm gonna stonewall. Whoops. Don't worry, I'll make sure to have you not murder people from now on. You can just injure them greatly. How does that sound? Oof, there goes Rook. Come over here, because you get the bonus when attacking most people, don't you? Yeah. And you can just do the tent damage. There you go, see? Now you're not murdering. And Ivor's the one murdering instead. Oof. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oof, there goes Eagle. Listen, they have to die. Sorry, Let, but oh look, you can get promoted. I promise I won't make you murder next battle. Which will probably just this will probably just keep happening as long as she's in battle. It's not good. But hey, at least it looks like having two archers is better than one, because then when the first one dies, the second one just can keep shooting. Yeah, sorry, Let. Oddleif's been injured, Eagle's been injured. Rook's been injured. So, I can't remember if Renown carries over or not. I think it does. I hate to admit it, Rook, but you're right. We can't stay here. If we're not murdered in our sleep, it's only a matter of time before the dredge find their way in. There's nobody defending these walls. You spot Alette looking at one of the thugs. She cocks her head to the side. Dad, I think he's still alive. Ivor lifts him to his feet by his tunic. He groans from the pain. Why did Ekil try to kill us? He's a damned lunatic. Figure that yet? Why would Frostfeller's chieftain put a madman in charge of his guards? That what he told you? He never put Ekil in charge. As soon as those gates were shut, Ekil walked into the great hall and sliced open the chieftain like a narwhal. Saw it myself. Ekil wasn't a captain. Look at him. He was playing us. Can't say I'm too surprised. The whole place is a death trap. Where can we go? By now the dredge have already flooded the south, I'm sure. Wormtoe's the only thing I know that makes sense. Cross the wastes. I might know someone there who can help us. And the dredge probably won't follow us out over onto the wastes. They didn't in the Great Wars. Because it's a death sentence? Food's already running low. I know where Echo keeps those supplies. I'll tell you, if you take me with you. What's the catch? No catch. I want out of here as much as you do. Just never had anywhere to go. I'm not the only one. Get the supplies, and there are plenty of fighters who are desperate to get out of here. That might solve a few problems. It's worth the risk. If nothing else, Echo's going to feel it when food suddenly vanishes. What's your name? What's your name? Onif. Why do you... Just wanted to know whose face I'm going to break if things go wrong. Yep. Well, let's hope it doesn't go wrong then. So there's a market, heroes, supplies, market I guess. So no, we have our own renown, which is excellent. What is that? Fabled armor sewn with thread and woven by the early men said to restore themselves. Yes! The dark stony bell makes such a deep sound you can barely hear it at all. +3 armor per rest. Cool. 10 crit chance. Cool. Cool. That one seems nice. We'll take about... They said it's a death sentence, so we'll take enough for... I wonder how much we can actually take. We can get enough for 15 days. We'll take enough for 10. Enough for 10 days. That sounds about right. And then we'll go supplies. Onif leads you to an... Oh, I should have upgraded my heroes. Whoops! Onif leads you to an inconspicuous building. This is them, he says to a handful of guards inside, who lower their weapons. In a concealed basement, you find an enormous store of food and sundries. Grab what you can, he mutters. I don't want to give... It's already a death sentence, but we'll take what we can and get out. The entire store of goods would take a long time to gather. You have each person in the caravan make a long pass through and take what they can. Before too long, Onif has led you out of the city with his trusted fighters. You prepare to leave the city behind. 80 supplies! 80! My word. We'll upgrade Alette. Well, actually, hold on. Rook, you keep dying. You get upgraded next. Or not. Ivor. Upgrade you. Yes. Break shields better. We'll make you stronger. Confirm. Mogir. You. Yes. We will make you stronger. Give you more armor. Yes. Let. Yes. Out of renown. Give you more exertion. Make you stronger. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I always do this to myself? Just run out of renown upgrading people. Let's leave. Outside the walls, there's a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostfeller sits, heading south, and show little interest following you as you cross the wastes. You're finally free of Frostfeller, but you find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ivor knows in Wormtoe is willing to help. Ah, thinker! Ivor! You guys saw that, right? A thing popped up. Mogan or Hogan wanted to speak. Well, on to the things. The wastes. Bum, bum, bum. I really like the music in this game. It's really, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's good, fitting. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach the caravan. They might be outlaws you hear nearby, and the idea of cooking was one of the strangers approaches. We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome. Ask them how they came to be here. The men get nervous and reveal sturdy weapons. You always step forward until the leader holds out a hand, saying, "The last group that asked to ask us questions tried to kill us. Tried. Let's keep this simple. Will you help us or not? Fight with us and earn your food." "No, we'll offer them a few days. If we could spare more, we would," you say as men pass along some rations. Companions discuss them quietly before approaching the thanking you for kindness on the part. They're going to come back and try to murder us, aren't they? Probably. Look at them birds. The caravan is buzzed with ruins. Someone has spotted a large number of dark figures following you. "The dredge!" cries one, but something about it tells you they don't look quite like dredge. "Gods be damned. Worse than dredge. That's Ekil." The news spreads through the clansmen like wildfire. "Ekil? Why would he start unless he's after you, Onif?" "He's insane," interjects Onif, "and unpredictable. That's a good number of fighters with him. Your mind races what to do." Let's see if we can outpace him. March! It has been barely above where he's shooting. You never out a bunch of trained fighters on a vendetta. Let's go meet and talk. There doesn't need to be bloodshed. "Why, Rook, my good friend, we came to parley, not kill." I don't trust a single word out of his mouth. Why would I believe a word you said? "Thank you, Rook." "Rook, we were good friends. What happened? You tried to kill us?" "Just go back to Frostveil and leave us alone." "Ah, Rook, it's your pretty girl. I'm glad nothing happened to her. The dredge, I mean. My friends, how could I forget everything you've done for me? Broke into my city, took my warriors, took my food, took one of my best men. How are you, Onif? Do they treat you well?" "Shut up your ass, Echo. If you came out here to kill me, let's just get it over with." "Nothing like that. You must think you know me, or people like me." "What did Onif tell you? I'm crazy. I haven't survived because I'm crazy. I did what had to be done to make it in Frostveil. The only mistake I made was you. What kind of a man are you, Rook?" "You look like an average man to me. A man worried about his daughter, maybe, just making his way." "But then look behind you. How many people is that?" "They follow you. Fight for you. Why? What kind of a man are you?" Protect my kin. It's more than that, though, isn't it? You think everyone was born to lead, make hard decisions? Who do these people think you are? You saved them. You're a hero. Maybe that's more important than who you really are. What's your point, Echo? I'm your prisoner, Rook. Bind my hands. Frostveil is done. I can't survive there. Thanks to you, my good friends. You may not have cut my throat, but you sentenced us to death. I don't believe that's who you are. Is this some kind of an apology? You can't trust me. I know that. Take me and my men as prisoners, if that's what it takes. Echo looks down at the ground and the words come slowly to him. I'm not above begging. Okay. We get a choice. We can take them as prisoners. I already know Onif's opinion, but I might as well ask him. He's known Echo longer. I'd be a hypocrite if I told you to leave them. I don't know, Rook. You don't know me. How can you trust my word any more than his? I'm behind whatever decision you make. Thanks! We can't just let them join. They tried to murder us. We can't take them as prisoners. They're no... I don't want to... I can't let them... I can't just leave them. I can't just let them join. But I don't want to take them as prisoners. Prisoners just makes... feels wrong. I guess I can let them join on strict terms. They're going to... The problem is they're going to try to overthrow me. But I can't just leave them. Fine, I'll take them as prisoners. Listen, Echo, we'll keep you alive, but look at one man, woman, or child the wrong way, and every last one of you gets cut down on the spot. Do you understand? I may be reckless, but I pay my debts. These people are right to follow you, Rook. You're a good man. You have each man's hands bound tightly and the bodies checked for weapons, making sure no mistakes are made. Things are certainly starting to feel complicated. Yes! Yes, they are! Oh, something's gonna happen. They're gonna want to be let out, they're gonna have to force me to let them out just so I can survive, and then they're gonna try to overthrow me, and oh no, I can all see it happening. Oh. Oh look, we found another one of them godstones. That one's got a snack. I think that's a snack. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the Godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radamer, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. I mean, it makes sense if the sun's just hiding in the sky. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with the others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers you a trip. What does it involve? Gullenfiri once says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and then explains through clenched teeth that it's a gift from the sun god. An oil that burns like the sun to let them see things clearly. See if anyone is interested. Not surprisingly, you find no takers. You wonder how devoted you'd have to be to go for yourself. Nobody can really agree on what Radomir looked like, as fond as he was of his own isolation. He never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of the great creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny tail. Radomir was always one of the lucky gods, the kind people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery had always been how his godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried-out lake. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god worshippers came to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. Interesting. Oh. Marching on, there's birds, there's probably a bunch of dead bodies there, something to attract them. Otherwise they wouldn't be out in the middle of the wastes. Hey, we should probably stop soon. Rest. Several people notice black vultures circling above the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat, but have a visible impact on the mood of your clansmen. Next time you look, Odif is firing arrows in the arrows, which attack the nearby birds once or twice. Get lost. No dead down here, she says in particular. We're gonna join her. First person to knock one out of the sky gets their wish granted. You announce. Several of the caravan give it a try, including Let, enjoying the sport and turning around. It's no big surprise when one of Odif's blue feathered arrows brings down a bird. You know, says Odif, a lot of these women, they could do this. You can tell from the look in her eyes she's excited about the idea. I think I'm gonna start training them how to fight. Encourage her. More fighters, please. We can always use more fighters, you tell Oddleaf. If Alette is any proof, you know how to train someone with a bow. Oddleaf gives you a smile. She heads off with some woman down the caravan, showing them the vulture she shot down. Oh, so they were just there to... above us. Weird. Let's see if we can get across the lakes without having to stop for rest, because we might not have enough food to make it if we stop. A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, she says. Patches of blue mottle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. Well, I guess we're stopping to look. Stop and look for other survivors. 1 hour, you shout. Look for any other survivors. Healers, do what you can. A fire flares to life as you follow the scout's lead. Your search is fruitless as you return to a fully settled camp. The healers still fuss with the girls playing against, but it looks like she'll pull through. The next day you set out again. Look at that! We grabbed the person. She survived it. Looks like we almost made it across the wastes. Let's stop and look at the map. Wormtoe's right there. Okay. So we're basically there. We'll stop and rest now. Camp. Anyone need a... Great. Yeah, there he is. I told you. Nope. Everyone's just equally dead. Let's speak to... Hogan. Mogan. Which one are you? Hogan! Take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of a dying daily, and you want me to take it easy. Gods, I should be plowing twice... I should be plowing twice as many fields, you understand? Don't get us thrown out of this caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids. Now I'm supposed to settle down too? Yeah, what happened to... The two brothers climb up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, leaving Mogan looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just... I heard something. Oh, that was weird. Just heard yelling, came to check it out. You come running every time you hear yelling. Must be why you look so tired. Look, it's not a secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Feh, forget it. Listen, all this death, every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook, be honest. This is good living. Half the world just tilling the soil till they keel over. What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. I get what you're saying. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up in a little ball of fear. You can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves or some nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. I know which one I pick. Anyway, just so you know, I never go for a let. I promise you that. Or Oddleaf. All yours. Appreciated, Mogan. You depart unsure whether your opinions Mogan's changed for the better or worse. Well, he's not going after a let or Oddleaf, so something. I don't know. And that's where we're going to end it. So, I'll see you all next time.